everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I did this bold eye summer look. I actually love it. It came out really great and it's just a good look for the summer. You have fresh, clean skin and a nice bold eye for that summer glow. So if you guys want to see how I did this look here, keep on watching. Alright guys, let's get started. So I have nothing on my face, just my moisturizer that I always use. And to start off, I'm going to spray my face with my Mario Badescu facial spray. So my face is nice and fresh because it is starting to get hot out and we want to look as fresh as possible when we're wearing makeup. So now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. And I'm going to kind of skip through this because you guys already seen how I did my eyebrows in my other video. So I'm gonna skip through this process and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so my eyebrows are on and now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So usually when I do an eyeshadow look, I start with the eyes first and then the face. I just feel like it's better that way and it's cleaner that way because if I have foundation on and I do get fallout, I do like to wipe it, and it sometimes is annoying when you take off your makeup that you just did. So I'm going to start with the eyes. My eyebrows are on, as you can see. So now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. So for that, I'm going to be using the NYX eyeshadow base, and I think this is in the shade Skin Tone. So I'm just going to take this flat brush here and just coat my whole entire lid with that base, making sure that the entire lid is covered almost all the way up to the brow bone. So now I'm going to take a small little beauty blender and blend that out. Usually I would blend that out with my finger, but with my nails it's kind of hard to do that. So a beauty blender does the same exact thing. So I'm going to start with this eye first. So now that the whole eye is primed, I'm going to go in with the James Charles Morphe mini palette. And I'm going to use the shade, let me see, Canvas, which is this guy here, to set the whole entire eye. So I'm going to be using a fluffy cleansing brush, and I'm just going to set my eye with that. Okay, making sure the whole entire eye is set. Alright, so now that the whole entire eye is set, I am going to go in with the shade 518, which is this nice bright orange shade. Which one is it? This guy here. Just a nice bright orange shade. And for that, I'm going to be using my Morphe M573 brush. Ooh, gotta tap some off. So now I'm just going to coat my whole entire crease with that color. I'm just building the color up to how I want it. Making sure that whole crease is covered. Now I'm going to grab that big fluffy brush that we set our eyes with and just blend out those edges. And I'm going to go back in with that color and just pack some more on. think that's good. Now I'm going to go in with the shade right next to it, which is Rusted. This guy here. And I'm going to pack that lower into the crease, right under that orange shade that I just put. And I'm just using a regular Anastasia brush, the ones that come in with the palettes. I'm just packing that right underneath that orange shade. Now I'm going to take that big fluffy brush and blend that out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller tapered brush. Just got to clean it. This kind of brush here, it's really small. It's like a detail brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade, let me see it, You're Kidding, which is right under Rusted. So this guy here. The shades actually look different on camera. So I'm going to take You're Kidding, dust some of that off, and put it on the outer part of my eye. Kind of deepening that part. And I'm going to take that this brush here that I used Rusted with and just blend that out. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is take some of the eyeshadow base that I put all over my eyes. I'm not going to do a cut crease, but I'm just going to, if I can find my brush. OMG. Oh, here it is. I'm just going to clean up this part of my eye. So I'm just going to put a little bit, not doing a cut crease, just cleaning up that part here. Like so. And then I'm going to take this side of the little Anastasia brush and I'm going to dip into, let's see, Literally, which is like a shimmer color right here, this guy there. And I'm going to put that where I put that base. Gonna pack it all over the eye, make sure it's covering everything, and I'm gonna bring it over to this side. Now I'm gonna go back in with You're Kidding and deepen it up a little bit more, and also blending the two shades together. And I'm going to take that big fluffy brush and just blend everything. So that way there's no harsh lines. like so. Now I'm not going to put any liner on because I want it to look as fresh as possible and as clean as possible, and liner is just too much, you know. Liner is just not for this look. So what I'm going to be doing instead is putting on some lashes. So the lashes I'm going to be using today are these here. They're by Liz Cosmetics. She is a privately owned business. She sells lashes, glosses, lip scrubs, body scrubs, a whole bunch of that good stuff. I will link her Instagram down below. They're very affordable and they're honestly great. I've used them before and I honestly love them. So I already cut mine to fit my eye. I always cut my lashes just because I feel like it goes on better and it doesn't look so harsh when you really look at it. So yeah, so I already cut mine. So like I said, I've used them before, so I'm just gonna take a spoolie, a clean little spoolie like this, and just brush the lashes out because they do have some mascara on them. So, oh sorry, I thought you guys can see that. I'm just gonna brush them out, make them look fluffy, making sure the mascara is gone. Alright. Now, the glue that I'm going to be using, don't mind my glue is really old. It is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I need a new one because this one is very rusty and raggedy. So I'm just going to coat the lashes with a good amount of glue because for me, it don't matter what lash I put on, no matter how much glue I put on, it's always something. It always comes off. So I'm just putting a good amount of glue, especially on the corners because you don't want those corners to lift, and in the middle. So I have my lash glue on. I'm gonna let that set for a little bit until it gets a little bit tacky, and then we're gonna put it on. Now I'm not that great at putting lashes on. I haven't put lashes on in a very long time because I did have lash extensions. So if it comes out a little crazy, don't mind, okay? So I'm just gonna wave these guys around just so that glue gets a little tacky, because you don't want to put it on too wet because it's gonna be sliding and going everywhere, and you don't want that to happen. I hate when that happens. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put this lash on. So wish me luck. So I'm gonna put it upward and push in the middle first and then adjust the corners. Oh god, I'm nervous. Can you guys see that? Okay, good. And I'm putting it as close as possible because I do not have eyeliner on and I don't want to see my skin in between the lash and my lash. So I'm going as close as I possibly can. Watery. Ooh, doesn't look too bad. So now I'm just going, my eyes are watering. There's your lash. And it doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to let that guy dry and then I'll go in with mascara and fix it up a bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off camera and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so the other eye is done. The lashes are on and this is how the eyes came out. I love it. So now we're going to move on to the face. So to start off with my face, I'm going to prime it using the Too Faced Hangover RX. And I'm going to put a good amount on my face because I want my face to be as moisturized as possible. My forehead. Okay, so now that my primer is on, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in green and just cover up any red marks or pimples that I have on my face. Just covering those guys up because we do not want to see them. Alrighty, now I'm going to take a little beauty blender and just blend that out a little bit. Not all the way, just so you don't see that harsh green underneath your foundation. So now for my under eyes, I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics by Under Eye Illuminator. This is a little mini one that I have. It's so cute. And I'm just going to take some on that little beauty blender that I've been using. Gonna put a tiny bit like this and just put that under my eyes. Now this is going to brighten the under eye and give it that coverage, especially in the summer. You don't want to look dry in that area. So I'm just putting that under my under eye, and I'm not going to blend it out completely. So now moving on to foundation. So the foundation I'm using is the same one that I've used in my other video. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. I like this one because it leaves my skin feeling fresh. It's not too drying. And it is important to have fresh skin in the summer. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and just spray it with my Mario Badescu spray. Then I'm going to put some of my foundation on the back of my hand. Not too much. And I'm just going to put this all over my face. See how it leaves that glow? That's why I like this foundation. Because it's like full coverage, but it still leaves you looking natural. Like it doesn't completely cover like my beauty marks. I like to wear a foundation like that in the summer because it looks natural, but it still leaves my skin looking flawless. Alright, so now that my foundation is on, I'm going to move on to concealer. And the concealer that I'm going to be using today is the KVD Lock-It Concealer, and I'm using the shade Neutral. Just going to put a little bit. Some on my chin, my forehead, and down my nose. So I'm going to be using that same beauty blender but the pointier side and spray it and then blend that out. On my forehead. My nose. Now I'm going to take a smaller beauty blender and go into my eyes that I couldn't reach with the big one. Also around my nose. Okay. Now to set that, I'm going to go in with the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. And I'm going to use the Shade and Light brush. And I'm going to use this orange tone. I know the last video I used this one, but I'm going to brighten that up using this orange shade. and I'm going to tap it into my eye and not swipe. Just to like bring my face back to life, because it was looking a little white. And then the summer, I don't want to look white. I want to look tan. Okay, so now that that's set, we're going to move on to bronzer. And the bronzer I'm going to be using is this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I absolutely love this bronzer. It smells like coconuts, and it's just, it makes your face look like that natural glow, that natural tan going on, you know. So I'm not really contouring, I'm just bronzing on my face with this. Now I'm going to use a big fluffy brush and do my whole entire face, like my jaw line down to my neck and my forehead. Okay, now that my face is bronzed, I'm going to move on to highlights. Not doing blush. I don't really like blush. You already know this. But I'm going to go into my Wet n Wild highlights. And I'm going to highlight my face. I'm going to highlight my face a lot actually, because this is a summer look and I want it to be as glowy as possible. So I'm going to spray my brush with my Mario Badescu spray and then dip into my highlighter. I want to be as glowy as possible. I'm also going to put some of this on the middle of my forehead. Not too much, just like a light coating. Then I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and just blend all that in, making sure there's no leftover powder in my face. Then I'm just going to spray my face just to let that set in, and I'm going to go back to the eyes because we're not done. We got to do the under eye. So I'm going to go back into the James Charles palettes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a tapered brush. It's like a little fluffy tapered brush. Oh, I'm itchy. And then I'm going to go into, I think it's You're Kidding. I think it's Rusted. I'm going to go into Rusted and put that underneath my eye. I think there's like a hair on my face. Like so. And I'm going to grab a clean brush and just buff that out. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. and blend that out. Then I'm going to dip into, I didn't even take it out. What's wrong with me? So I'm going to dip into some white eyeliner. This one is by NYX, and it is in the shade Whites. And I'm going to outline my waterline with this. Ooh, I always get watery when I do this. I need a breather. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm going to go back into the James Charles palette and grab a small tapered brush like this. And I'm going to dip into this shade here, which is, if I can find it, I think it's called Face, yes. So it's this shimmer color right there. Oh, my eyes are watery. And I'm going to put this in the inner corner of my eye. Just to brighten the eye look up. I'm actually going to blend it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time. That feels so good. And the last thing is lips. So I'm just going to clean my lips off a little bit from the makeup that's on it. I'm not going to put any lipstick. I'm actually going to put a gloss. So the gloss that I'm using is also by Liz Cosmetics. It is this guy here, and this is in the shade Mocha. Like I said, I will link her Instagram down below. So I'm just going to put this all over my lips. Alright guys, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.